my car. Just got out. Alright. So, we just dropped the kids off. It's Friday, so we just dropped them off at school. Currently sitting in the gym parking lot, getting ready to go run outside. So been doing some different types of runs. So I've been focusing more on time related runs instead of like miles. And so that's just leading me to try different routes and start from different areas instead of like just my house, as I know every like mile marker when I start from my house pretty much. So just starting here at the gym has changed it a little bit, so I cannot know exactly how many miles I've ran. More so just trying to get 30 minutes of a run in since I got back, took an off season, and here in January I've been trying to get back into it, running. So yeah, so the goal is it's pretty cold out. I don't even know how cold. Let's see, it's 22 out. We're expecting a big snowstorm this weekend. Like 10 to, I think it's 10 to 16 inches is like the prediction, which is a lot of snow for this area, starting tomorrow afternoon. So I wanted to get one more run in before the snow comes, because it's supposed to be super cold next week. So Wednesday I ran inside on the treadmill, so this is I almost wanted to run inside. So anyway, so we're getting ready to go run 30 minutes. Then we're going to come back to the gym and do the sauna. So I'm going to kind of take you guys along with that. So that's kind of the goal for this Friday morning. Then we'll go get cleaned up and see what else the day brings. It could be some good things, some sad things. Just there's some stuff that's on the table that I'm not sure yet. So I wanted to go get this run done. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. Don't want to wait, so we're gonna finish getting dressed and then we're gonna go. But we finished our 30-minute run. We were up here in my office above the gym. Got the sauna already turned on and getting warmed up. So we're gonna change clothes and then hit the sauna for probably like 10-15 minutes. Put some clothes on, head home, and shower up for the day. So let's get in that sauna. Not sure if you can see me or not because it's kind of foggy first, of course, but we are in the sauna right now. Yeah, so we got some red light up there. See the red light? We got the steamer is coming out right here. Sitting in a nice little stool here, or seat. It's actually pretty comfy. It's just super foggy. Right, but it's a steamer. So, and honestly, this is my first time using this thing. I bought it a long time ago, put it up here. Hopes to maybe sometime use it for people, like have people come and use it, members of the gym. So, of course, had to try it out first, but here we are inside of it. We're gonna sit here until the timer goes off, sweat it out, get warm, and then head back home and get cleaned up. Alright, so it's the following Tuesday, and today's going to be a hard day for the family. We have today scheduled to put Bailey down, which we have Hazel, and then Bailey's the one she's 13 years old. I've had her for 12 and a half years. Literally got her a month before Ethan and I got married. So she's been with me for 12 and a half years. I got her when she was like 6 months old. Rescued her from a dog warden up in Canton. And she's like literally been my side ever since. Went through a lot together. Took her on before kids and everything else. She was my adventure, you know, my partner in crime. Took her to train people. Yeah, she's the one who's literally the only one who's been to all of the houses that we've lived in. Everybody else has been in this current house, so it's kind of interesting. But over the past few months, her health has declined pretty rapidly. She can't keep on weight. She's lost over half of her body weight. I can't see very well. Right now, the past couple days, like yesterday, she didn't even go outside. I just let her go to the bathroom in the house because she can't stand for very long. And we got, I don't know if you can tell, you probably can't, but we got snow and ice, and so I didn't want her to go out there. So today is just going to be hard. It's time. She's still very alert, but her quality of life is just not what a dog's life should be. And so it's been months of consuming my brain, which is just insane. But I mean, consuming it where I just cannot let it go. I lay down at night and I'm like, I shouldn't put her down. And every night, those thoughts would come back. And last night I didn't have that thought. So got a couple hours until I have to take her in, and it's like negative, well, it feels like -5 outside. So I'm gonna wrap her up and put her in my car and just drive not too far down the road, and I'll take you guys through it just a little bit, or as much as I feel I can, and maybe kind of, you know, add a little bit in here afterwards. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, Mommy. Let's call my mommy.
Mommy.
Yeah. Nice mom. I'm not in her car. My taste tester. Yummy. What a beautiful night. I think I see the evening star. Wow. It's pretty.
This reminds me of the time I saw a shooting star.
Shooting star?
It's a star.
Sit in the parking lot. It's time to call. We're gonna call him. They mentioned bringing a gurney out for her, just because she can't walk in and doesn't really like to be carried. But she doesn't like to be carried right now. I mean, I carried her into the car, but yeah. She's confused. She hasn't been in a car for a while. So we're gonna try to make this call and have him come out and get her. We're a few minutes early, so just wait. This is hard. It's hard. It's so hard. the next day. So it's Wednesday, the 28th. So yesterday, as you saw in the last clips, I made the tough decision to put Bailey down. So I kind of wanted to end the video just with just a little bit about Bailey, her story and whatnot, so I can come back and kind of like look at this video and not remember the hard times, the sad times with her, but to kind of remember some of the positive things. So Bailey was my first dog that I rescued as an adult. Growing up, we had a min pin for 14 years, and then I forget what year that he passed, but waited a few years, and then I rescued Bailey. I always wanted a golden retriever, loved golden retrievers. I rescued Bailey literally a month before Ethan and I got married, my husband and I got married, so July 24th, 2013, and then Ethan and I got married August 24th, 2013, so literally 1 month. I rescued her, drove to Canton, so over 2 hours away, went to this dog warden, because I think I found her on Pet Finder, looking for a golden retriever. She was Golden Girl, that was her name at the dog warden. Drove up there, met her. She had a scab on her forehead, was beat up a little bit. She was roughly 6 months old at that time, and brought her home. Like I said, she was roughly 6 months old, so she would have been 13 this month when she passed. And so I've had her for 12 and a half years, and her and I had, so Connor is 7, almost 8, so I had 7+ years with her by just her, and her and I went, that doesn't sound right, 5, 6 years together, I guess, before I had kids. And so her and I went on many adventures. She was a very anxious dog. She did bark a lot. If there was other dogs or animals around, it was really kind of stressful, actually, because she would lunge at them, bark at them, go crazy. So she was very difficult to take places, but I still did. I still chose to take her. She actually went to the beach 2 years with us, 2 times. Even when Connor was 3 months old, we took Bailey and Connor. But her and I went on so many adventures. I mean, so many. She was, when we moved, she was the only one who's been in all the houses. My kids and Hazel have only been in this house. Bailey was with us when we first got married, rented a house, when we moved to West Virginia, when we moved to my mom's basement for a little bit, and then when we came here, it was all just Bailey. So she's been with me a lot. And so now it just feels weird. It's hard when you have someone who's always, literally always has been in the house or by your side to be gone. And I've had this happen multiple times in my life with animals, with people, where they're just up and gone, mainly because of death, illnesses, and it just always feels like they're gonna come back. I remember when my dad died, that as a 10-year-old, I always was like, he's just at work and he will come back. Right now with Bailey, I feel she's at the vet and she will come back, even though I brought her body back. And there's no closure yet because there's snow on the ground, so we can't bury her yet. So she's actually in my mom's building, which is really hard, and that's a hard thing to even think about right now. But it's gonna be a week or so before we can actually properly give her closure, give me closure. But you feel you have
to make these decisions, and you hope that they're the right ones. And before it happens, you know, you see Bailey was in bad health, had lost over half her body weight. She was having a hard time standing the last couple of days, going to the bathroom. She didn't even go outside the past 2 days. So all these things lead up, and you're like, it's time, it's time. And then you make the decision, the choice, and it happens. And you hope to have some relief, some pressure off of you, just something that feels right. And it's kind of crazy how in that moment, it didn't feel right. But she was 13, it was too late. It was time. And I know eventually it will feel better. I'll heal from this. It will. But does it make it any easier right now? And here in a week, you know, I have to take her body out of my mom's building, and I'm taking her up to my brother's to bury her. And that's just gonna bring it all back up. The decisions we make in our lives, there's so many of them. So many of them. Sometimes they're just the slightest decision of waking up in the morning, getting up out of bed. Decisions are never easy, no matter if we think it is. Like, what are you gonna eat today? It can be the hardest decision. Am I gonna move my body today? That can be hard. And I'm just struggling with choices that I've made in my life, that like just struggling with those. And it sucks. It really, truly just sucks. Unfortunately, I have this one to, you know, help. She's been attached to my hip a little bit more since yesterday, but we're almost at 24 hours of not having bail. And I walked by where she laid for months. We moved things around. I threw her bed out just because it had stains on it. Moved some things around just to try to help not move on, but start to. It just feels weird. 12 and a half years is a long time. And we gave her the best life. We tried, especially when, you know, with her barking and her anxiousness. I'm sure maybe one of the reasons she was, can't even think of the word, but she was at the dog warden, you know, nobody had claimed her. I'm sure just, you know, she was in the right spot. Because even with all that, she was still loved. Yeah, she got yelled at a lot for her barking. She annoyed us a lot with her barking. Kids couldn't run in the house without her barking, can't go outside without her barking. It's gonna be a very quiet 2026. And yes, I'm thankful for the quietness because it won't stress me out. But I'm sad by it. Because I just want one more hug from her, one more pet. And I chose not to have that anymore, and that's just hard. But I want to end this video. I could go on and on. But Bailey was a fantastic dog. She was a golden retriever mix. She had this facial that, like, her face was just gorgeous. I remember taking her for walks, and I literally would have people yell out the window, "Oh my gosh, your dog's gorgeous." She had amber eyes, a spotted black tongue, her ears, like when she was healthy. If you look back at pictures, she was just a very special, unique dog. And I can just remember people, "Oh my gosh, your dog is gorgeous." So I had done a DNA test, and she was part golden retriever, but she had some Rottweiler in her. I don't believe she had Chow, but with the spotted tongue, that's a lot. But she had a little bit of Lab, but she was Bailey. And golden girl first turned into Bailey, who was full of life, full of energy, until time just came. But in the video, hopefully some positive videos coming, hopefully some joy, some happiness. But for now, we're just going to remember her, love her, love on this one, and just try to move on. But thanks for watching the video. Losing a pet, losing a family member, it's not easy. You never get used to it. But we're here, we're showing up, and showing you guys that life is freaking hard. But we're gonna try to just keep moving forward. So thank you guys for watching the video. Stay tuned for hopefully some freaking positive stuff coming. But I appreciate you guys, and thank you.